Have you ever felt stuck in your English learning journey? Like you're putting in the effort but not seeing the results? Welcome to Speak English Confidently podcast, the podcast that helps you unlock your potential and speak English fearlessly. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Alex. We're here to show you how to level up your English using tools you already have at your fingertips.
Today, we're diving into the world of online resources, social media, subtitles, and podcasts, and how they can revolutionize your learning experience. We're also joined by Liza, a listener who's eager to use these resources for the first time.
We'll explore how to transform your daily digital habits into powerful learning opportunities without feeling overwhelmed. Welcome, Liza.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Jamie. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to learn.
We're so glad you're here. To kick us off, let's talk about why online resources even matter in the first place. Think about it. We're all online constantly, scrolling through feeds, watching videos, listening to music. Why not intentionally use that time to absorb English naturally?
Right. It's about shifting your perspective. You don't need to chain yourself to a textbook for hours. Instead, you can learn from content you genuinely enjoy. A short video, a social media post, even a song.
And the beauty is, it seamlessly fits into your life. That's the real magic of online resources. You can learn while commuting, cooking, even while taking a walk. It's about making learning a passive yet effective part of your routine.
So, Liza, you mentioned you'd like to use your phone to learn better. Where do you usually spend your time online?
Mostly on social media, Instagram and TikTok, but I mostly see what my friends are doing and watch funny videos. I want to learn, but it's hard to know where to start.
That's a common feeling. Social media can feel like a black hole of content. The key is to be intentional about who you follow. Seek out creators who teach English in bite-sized, engaging ways.
Exactly. Think short, simple lessons. Many influencers offer vocabulary tips, grammar explanations, and even pronunciation practice in their posts. And don't just limit yourself to English teachers. Follow vloggers, cooks, travelers, anyone whose content interests you. You'll absorb everyday language and cultural context without even realizing it.
That makes sense. But sometimes I still have trouble understanding what people are saying, especially with different accents.
That's where captions become your best friend. Always turn them on. It connects the spoken word with the written word, reinforcing your understanding and helping you recognize patterns.
It's like having training wheels on a bike. At first, you rely on them heavily, but eventually you'll be able to ride without them. The same goes for captions. As your listening comprehension improves, you'll need them less and less.
Plus, don't be afraid to rewatch videos. Repetition is key. The more you hear a word or phrase in context, the more likely you are to remember it. So, to reiterate, we're really talking about transforming your existing online habits into active learning experiences.
Yeah, let's say you enjoy cooking videos. Start following English-speaking chefs. Watch their videos with captions, and try to repeat the steps as they explain them. You're learning new vocabulary, improving your listening skills, and even picking up some culinary skills along the way. It's a win-win.
This is making so much sense. What about when I'm watching movies? I usually just watch in my native language.
Subtitles are one of the most powerful tools for English learners when watching movies and
Videos. Yes, subtitles help you understand accents, vocabulary, and natural expressions. In fact, there's an approach I call the double dip that I recommend to all my students.
double dip approach? Tell us more about it.
Watch a scene twice, first with subtitles, then without. You'll be surprised how much more you understand the second time around. It's like your brain is filling in the gaps.
That's a great idea. Do you have recommendations for what to watch?
Choose content you enjoy. Learning is always easier when you're having fun. If you love rom-coms, watch them. If you're into action movies, go for it. The key is to stay engaged.
If you ask me, I would recommend revisiting the classics. Titanic, Pride and Prejudice. even Disney fairy tales. Whatever you wouldn't mind watching over and over again, you might fall in love with those movies even more.
So, we've talked about social media and subtitles. Now let's move on to one of my personal favorites, podcasts. Podcasts are fantastic because you can listen while doing almost anything. It's the ultimate multitasking tool for language learners. The End of Life, End of Podcast/Material on BBC Radio.
I've tried listening before, but I don't always understand everything. I get discouraged.
That's completely fine. You don't need to understand every single word. Your brain learns patterns over time. Think of it like listening to music in another language. You might not understand all the lyrics, but you can still enjoy the melody and rhythm.
And here's the best part. Podcasts work beautifully as background audio. You can listen while commuting, working out, cooking, cleaning, walking your dog, or even getting ready in the morning. It's the perfect way to immerse yourself in the language without feeling pressured to focus intensely.
As Jamie says, you don't need to sit still and focus. Just let the language wash over you. Absorb what you can, and don't worry about the rest. The more you listen, the more you'll understand.
I see. Well, what kind of podcasts do you recommend?
There are tons of English learning podcasts designed specifically for learners of all levels. But don't be afraid to branch out and listen to podcasts on topics you're genuinely interested in. News, comedy, sports, whatever. That's how you'll learn real-world English and expand your vocabulary.
And if you want to build a habit, subscribe to the podcast channels you like. Turn on notifications or set a reminder so you don't forget. Consistency is key.
It's all about creating a learning ecosystem that supports your goals. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference.
I love that. I can listen while commuting to work. I usually wait for the bus anyway.
Perfect. That's one of the best times to learn. Turn that commute into a mobile English classroom.
So, we've explored social media, subtitles, and podcasts. Let's talk about how to put it all together into a simple, effective routine. Okay, what's a common assumption people have about language learning that we can challenge here?
A big one is that you need to dedicate hours every day to studying. People think they need to sit down with flashcards and textbooks to see progress. Online resources flip that on its head. We aim for micro-learning, small doses of language.
Absolutely. Integrating learning into your lifestyle, not creating a separate study routine that feels like a chore. As I mentioned before, consistent actions add up over time.
Cool. So, here's your simple online learning routine. Follow a few English creators on social media. Watch one video or movie clip with subtitles. Listen to a podcast while doing something else.
Do these consistently, and your vocabulary and listening skills will grow naturally. It's about building momentum, not perfection.
I feel excited to try all of these. It feels much less intimidating than traditional studying.
And that's the whole point. Learning English should be fun and engaging, not a stressful obligation. So, to wrap things up, the most important insight here is that online resources offer a flexible, accessible, and enjoyable way to learn English.
These resources allow you to transform your daily digital habits into powerful learning opportunities without feeling overwhelmed. It's about making learning a seamless part of your life.
Thank you for joining us today, Liza. You were wonderful.
Thank you. I love being here on your podcast.
And to our listeners, remember, learning English doesn't have to be hard. Use the tools you already have. There are tons of free content on social media. Make the most of it.
Subscribe to channels you enjoy. Turn on reminders. Make it a habit. Now, what online resource are you most excited to explore this week? Write us a comment down below We love hearing back from our wonderful subscribers.
We'll see you next time, lovelies. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and always be confident.